As RVers, the whole world is open to us for new adventures, right? Well, while we were in Moab and had some friends from Pennsylvania joining us, we decided to do a sunset UTV tour. Apparently, the sunset tour is on the Hell's Revenge Trail. Needless to say, we had quite the experience. The very first hill had our eyes popping out of our heads. It was a self-drive tour and Chris was so psyched to drive. It is a follow the leader style with a guide in the front vehicle. And just so you know, Chris has no experience off-roading in these type of conditions. We've done a little bit of ATVing in Pennsylvania in the hills and the mountains and the woods, but nothing compares to this kind of terrain. He quickly settled into the drive though and really enjoyed it. We quickly realized what we had gotten ourselves into, and now it was time to just enjoy the ride. We had a 2.5-hour tour with some stops along the way. At the first stop, we got to see dino tracks, and that hill there is the Lion's Back. It's one of the most extreme off-roading terrains in America. If you've ever seen the video, it's where that couple was in the Bronco and the brakes went out, and they come flying down Lion's Back and end up at the bottom in a mess. They were unhurt, they were fine, but check out that video if you haven't. Chris had seen that video, so as soon as our guide told us that's what it was like surreal for him. We had no idea that we would get to see that hill. Fortunately, it was from a short distance and our guide did not take that route. As we were just starting to try to settle in a little bit, we looked off in the distance and we saw these crazy Jeeps way on top of this even steeper hill than the ones that we had been on to that point. And we were thinking, wow, look at them, that's crazy, look how high they are. And then we realized that our trail was kind of turning, and yeah, we were on the exact same trail. This was the steepest climb that we were going to do, and it was impressive. So that you can get a feel for just how steep this actually is, let's take a look out the back of the UTV. I mean, seriously, I don't know how these vehicles don't just tip over. So those were the really big climbs that started out our trip, and we quickly learned what the UTV was capable of, and it just became a whole lot of fun, and we had different terrains to test out. At another stop, we got to watch a different tour with a professional driver. Watch as the Jeep gives us a wave.
Oh, that's just wrong. Woo! Yeah!
We watched the sun sink over the Colorado River, and it was time to start making the loop back. later on we got to do our own mini wave as our one tire left the ground. And with the setting sun on the red rock, the drive got more and more beautiful. And we had one last climb to leave the rocks and end our tour.
Oh, wow.
Our tour was with Moab Cowboy, a local family-run outfit. We are not sponsored or affiliated with them in any way. If you want a self-drive and to talk to a family who has been in the area for, I think they said it was like 7 generations, then Moab Cowboy is the right choice for you. The grandparents of the wife had a ranch where a bunch of the westerns were filmed, and she has a bunch of pictures of like John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara and others at the ranch. And her husband then is a retired cop and search and rescue guy. So they have a ton of great stories to share. Hope the ride wasn't too bumpy for you and the heights weren't too steep. If you make it to Moab, definitely try something new there. Whether it be UTVs or dirt bikes, mountain biking or jet boats, catch the adventure in the air and be inspired. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.